Alright, good morning folks. Day 2. Brought the nails. Yeah, 3 years ago I bought a box of those nails. They were $23. Yesterday I bought a box of those nails. They were $57. Over 5.5 cents per nail. No wonder you can't afford to build anything, or can't afford to buy what's been built. But we're going to go ahead. While we were at breakfast this morning, the guy called about the trusses and everything. He didn't have the trusses built yesterday, said they'd be ready by noon. He called while we were at breakfast and was saying, well, you know, we didn't get the rake trim for the metal, you know, so and we probably wouldn't want to make 2 trips, so nothing would be ready until Thursday. And I said, look, we're using the same rake trim, so I don't need any rake trim, which wasn't even on the list. The rake trim wasn't even on the invoice. But he said, okay, let me see what I can do, because I don't think he had anybody to make the trusses. We're going to frame the walls. I'm not going to put the siding on it because the back side is just pressed OSB type board, and I don't want that getting wet. So we're going to frame the walls up over this plastic tarp. That was Gary's idea. That way I can leave the tarp down for the rains if the trusses aren't ready. You just got to work around what other people are doing, I guess. So I'm going to get to cutting some studs here, and this will give you a clearer idea of how we're going to do the roofs on this, putting these 2 sheds together. So let me get started. I think we
do siding. You know,
yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to get side on that last truss.
Flashing under the siding.
Under the siding.
No.
Now I want the flashing behind the siding.
No, you don't.
And the siding come down.
You want it behind this. You don't want it behind that.
Now I want it underneath this roof.
Underneath that, over top of that.
No, underneath that.
Where's the water going to go?
It's going to come down that side and run down the flashing.
It's going to come down here.
Yep.
And if you have flashing underneath that, it's going to get on that.
Well, it'll get on it.
It'll go underneath it.
Yeah. Well, then I got to get up there with tar all the way along that thing.
Put the flashing on the outside. That way it'll come down, hit the flashing, and run off.
That's what I was talking about, where the siding is. Not in the studs or in the truss, but I mean put it on the truss and bring the siding down over it. And that leaves the trough there for the runoff. That's where the water's going to go.
As long as you don't put the siding all the way down.
No, it won't come all the way down.
Okay.
No, I'm going to leave it room to build up a little bit. If it's a hard rain, and I'll caulk along the bottom of the siding so the water can't get up in it.
Okay, you're going to have a truss there to nail the flashing to.
Yeah, the flashing will nail to the truss.
So the truss.
I got 10-inch flashing.
Yeah. The truss that the trusses they're going to build, is that going to have the
We'll have to put one in there, I'm sure.
ceiling rafter?
Yeah, we could put one in there to be a nailer for that flashing. Now it's going to have the cross brace go across it, but I don't.
High.
Right, it's not going to be low enough, so I'll have to put my own in there for that flashing to nail up against and the siding to nail up against. So that last truss we put up, we're going to have to add some pieces to it before we put it up. But yeah, I didn't want if the flashing goes outside the siding, then that hard rain, and if the wind is blowing, it's going to blow behind the flashing. And I can't let that happen, otherwise I'll be up there 16-foot space of black roofing tar.
I was thinking you're going to put the siding all the way down.
No, I'll leave it up, leave enough room for that, because I'm only doing the exact 16 feet.
Okay.
So I don't have, it's not like there's going to be a lot. And with the flashing there, it doesn't have to go all the way down. I'm not going for looks. I'm going for functionality. All right, do you think that'll work?
I think that'll work.
Okay. I'm going to get to cutting some more.
Oh yeah, I got that blade in there. Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Just push it through.
Can't.
Yeah. There we go.
All right. Take back a little. No, the other way. Okay, right there. Ow. All right. When I talked to him this morning, here, pick that whole thing up, and I will push this forward.
That's okay. I can do it.
All right. Straddle job.
Yeah. Line it up for me.
You're lined up. Yes, it is. That would be
Like rich.
kind of okay. Let's see what I have here. Yeah. There you go. Looky here. All right. Check. Pull Ready?
Yep. Put one in the middle. Get rid of this bow. Now.
You were out too far, huh?
The building isn't.
I'm sure. I got to work on that.
No, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm just slapping siding on it.
You're right at the edge of the line. The bubble's right at the edge of
Yeah.
the line, so.
It'll be fine. Yeah, by the time I put the overlap over that, it will be good. And it's good enough. I can't drive one in there. That's okay. This is not going anywhere. When I get ready to put this one up and the piece across there, then we'll level it all. All right. There's the wall. Well, we got the roof and stuff. Took 3 or 4 hours. That was a long way down there through all the twists and turns, the back roads. It took a while. Then I had to stop and feed him.
Blame it on me.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab my gloves. So I don't forget them in the truck. We shouldn't need more than that. You put 2 clips in. Now we're trying to beat darkness because it'll be dark in less than an hour. We're just going to put this second wall up. That's the plan for tonight. We'll run out of battery. right, that's all the studs. Including the pattern. Now, I trusted that you had marked all of them off.
Yep.
Because that's where I cut them all at. Now I need to cut the top and bottom plates.
Oh, you couldn't bring the light ladder.
I know. That's the one that was in the building. Did it? Oh. What'd he do? Oh, here on the sawhorse.
It's wedging.
Yeah. God damn.
So this 96 one is not the same.
This is 95 and an 8.
Yeah, wait,
Do I get room?
it's wedged.
Oh, okay.
Not it.
God damn it. That's not doing it. There it goes. There it goes. Get the little sledgehammer.
Yeah.
We'll persuade it.
That's good. We can use this one.
Are we flush? Can you feel it? All right. Drop one down there. 16th off. You ass. That's sides flush? All right. It's there. Hit it. If it looks good. All right. Yes. All right, let's go over this thing and see if it makes a little bit more sense. Those are the trusses. Very simple, but I liked having them made by the company that made the sheds because those are the perfect fit. The idea for connecting these two sheds, if this makes sense to you, because every video I post, I get 100 questions about this. These are the two outside walls. Let me see if I can squeeze through here again. All right. This is the addition I'm standing in. This will be a bathroom over here. This will be a utility room over here. This will be a hallway in the middle, coming from that building into this building. There is plenty of headroom to cut the opening. I don't have to worry about that. Yes, there is a 6-inch drop. There'll be a step that you step down into. You go through this hallway. On the left side will be a bedroom. On the right side will be a bedroom. That's it. Nothing else in this building. How I'm going to do the roof without having to build all kinds of stuff and re-engineer everything. I've got the walls coming over to there, like that. I'm going to cut this roof back to the drip edge. Oh, there it is. I'm going to cut this little roof overhang back to the drip edge, all the way down. My truss is going to sit on top of these walls. So there's going to be a 3/4 inch or so space between the roof lines. What I'm going to do is underneath this existing roof, I've got 10-inch flashing. I'm going to put 4 inches of flashing underneath this roof, bring it around, bring it down, and go up the side of the truss, and then put the siding over on the truss. There's going to be siding on the wall here, but the flashing will be behind it. So, you know, I'll put obviously a 2x4 across here, spanning all this. I need rafters anyway. Yeah. But that flashing, all the rain that comes off of that roof will hit that flashing and run down the flashing and down to the, off the side of the house. That's it. That's the simplest way. I mean, I know it probably doesn't make sense the way I'm talking about it, but that will keep it dry in here. Now, there's going to be, you know, up against this wall, there'll be another 2x4 stud going up, and it's going to come across. So I have all the nailers and all that. That will all be completely sealed. and everything caulked. And then on the outside, all I have to do, I have the same siding. I take this trim off, and my siding will just overlap there and just continue coming across like it was one building. You will not be able to see, it doesn't need trim or anything because it's just another sheet of siding going across. That's all it is. I hope that makes sense. You can see the dark clouds. But we got it done. It sucks that it took a whole day, and this is what we accomplished. A lot of it was figuring out stuff. But it took so long, that drive, to go down and get the trusses and the metal and everything, and then drive back and stop and eat lunch. I mean, it just, goodness gracious, took up too much of the day. This tarp, well, what used to be a billboard, I've got down to protect my OSB floor. When we come in and put the roof and everything on, then I can cut this along that bottom plate and pull all this up once this is dried in. But that's how I'm going to connect two sheds to make one bigger house. I hope it's starting to make more sense now. Next weekend, I hope to have the trusses up and all the metal on the roof and the flashing. You'll get an even better idea of what I'm doing. And it's going to be fun. But there is plenty of height. That's why I have this building 6 inches lower, so that my roof will extend over to where I can do my plan with the flashing. I'm going to have a little bit of overhang on this roof, will overhang that roof a little bit. I needed it to be under the roof of this building. And that's it. I think that's going to work. I hope that works, because that's what I based everything on. But, oh man, it's been a long weekend. I appreciate everybody watching. Remember to like, share, comment, all that. And next Wednesday, remember, a live stream on SBA Prepping and Survival. But this is Joe out at St. Bernard Acres. After a good weekend of work, I'm out.